then just let Discord know that I'm doing this. Ugh. And that's gonna be on the VOD. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't necessarily need to do it in that channel, but that's fine. See, this relies on me remembering my alphabet. Actually, yes, that's what I want. Okay. I'm great at this. Yes, this is what I want. Okay. Nailed it. Here we go. Shared it in at least one place now. There we go. I can figure out the bot for that later. It's not like there's anyone in there yet, so that's fine. Let's see. There voice eyes. Let's see. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. I should definitely set this up before I do stuff, but it's fine. My knee! I'm wounded. Okay. I say that. I'm not necessarily wounded. I'm just. I shouldn't finish that sentence. At least not the way I was just about to. Ugh. That's better. The downsides of streaming from my bed on a laptop. There we go. Thank you, Discord. Properly aerated beneath the computer. Okay. This is also a good spot to put my hands because they are freezing cold. Because my space heater died. Ugh. Anyway, hello. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be annoying, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to snap that to the right. And then snap this to the left. Then, hey. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just getting my windows set up the way I want them. That works. Okay, wonderful. But welcome to the stream. That I definitely didn't just glitch mid-sentence. um, actually, I need to keep that open. I can't turn my phone off. I'm great at this. This is what I want. Okay, and then I also go here. Stranger. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But welcome. Yeah. So last night I played Stardew. I played Stardew for a, almost 2 hours last night. Mostly as like a test. Yeah, that's totally fine. You're more than welcome to lurk. Um, I'm just gonna be yapping to the void. Which reminds me that I actually need my notebook for this game. Um, I've played this game before, and it's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of thinking, which normally would not be fun, I think, to most people, but I'm a freak. Um, so today the plan is to play this game called Hacknet. I've had it for a little while, um, enough for me to know that I really like it. It's a lot of fun. Um, and basically it's just a really fun game. So I need to switch over to the game stream. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. So I guess with to avoid spoiling anything, all I'll say is that basically it's a game where you play as a hacker. And that's the basic gist of it. I've played before, obviously with my current username, so I'm gonna have to figure out a new one to use. I guess I could just Aladdin plays. We'll do that. Okay. Password. Password. Fucking password. Once created, a session's language cannot be changed. Press ready. Press enter to confirm. Confirm. And yeah. Um, and when I first got it, I actually read some of the reviews, and some of the reviews of this game actually said that it was a relatively accurate-ish like experience of hacking, more accurate than a lot of other like hacking games out there. Um, Partially because this uses like legit Linux commands, which is a type of operating system. There's Windows, iOS, and Linux. Probably at least one other that I don't know about, but all right, 14-day timer expired. Oh, missed that. That's okay. Initializing. Ooh. Reticulating spleens. Alright, as of right now, you are at risk. Learn as quickly as possible. Begin the tutorial sequence by pressing the continue button below. Jesus Christ. You know. That scared the shit out of me. I forgot about that. I haven't played this in several months. Anyway, connect your computer by typing connect IP in the terminal or by clicking on a node on the network map. Connect to your own computer on the map now by clicking the green circle. Can I type at all in the terminal yet? No. Okay, it just wants me to do this. Woohoo! Alright, first thing to do on any system is scan it for adjacent nodes. This will reveal more computers on your map that you can use. Scan this computer now by pressing the Scan Network button on the display module. Boop. Boom. That should be all you need from your own server for now. Disconnect from the machine. Time for you to connect to an outside computer. Be aware that attempting to compromise the security of another computer is illegal under the USC Act 1030-18. Yeah, they had to put in that little disclaimer. I'm gonna shrink my model a little bit. I just realized that my big ol' head is like right in the way. I'm just gonna shrink myself down a little bit more. There we go. That should be good. This side of the screen is usually pretty safe as far as usage in this game. Okay. Proceed at your own risk and connect to an outside machine by clicking on a blue node. Ooh. Yeah, okay, now I have the console. Alright. This VM's terminal module. Ooh, I can feel my hip protesting. So that means I have to change how I'm sitting. Thankfully, this is not a timed section. I mean, most of the game isn't really, like, timed. But there are parts that are, and it's very stressful. I'm sure there's speedruns for the game, but I just like to take my sweet-ass time with it. Because I think there's a lot to enjoy about it. And I also take notes because I'm a freak. Well, also the notes are helpful because while the game does have a note function, it uses up the in-game RAM that you're allotted. And so it's easier to take real-life physical notes so that I can save on my in-game computer space. Okay. VM's terminal module has been activated. This will be your primary interface for navigating and interacting with nodes. A command can be run by typing it out and pressing enter. That's usually what I do. I'm pretty sure there's also ways to, like, push buttons to do it or something. I don't know. Computer security system and open ports can be analyzed using the probe or nmap command. I usually end up hitting probe for the system. Analyze the computer you are currently connected to. There we go. Okay, here you can see the active ports, active security, and the number of ports required to successfully crack this machine using port hack. This machine has no active security and requires no open ports to crack. If you are prepared, it is possible to crack this computer using the program port hack. Run the program port hack. And one of the great things about this game is that I can just hit port hack. I can type in port hack and hit enter. I've hacked the computer. Alright, congratulations, you've taken control of an external system and are now its administrator. You can do whatever you like with it, however you should start by scanning for local nodes to locate additional computers. Do this using the scan command. Enter. No results, not a problem. Next you should investigate the file system. List the files and folders in the current directory. View file system. Navigate to the bin folder. I wonder... I've never done this by typing before. Okay, well, that's... Oh, that's right. cd bin. There we go. To view the contents of your current folder, use the command ls. There are no programs here, but you should look at config.txt. Okay. ls bin. Okay. I mean, in that case, I'll just click on it. Clicking on things is easier sometimes. I'm not so dedicated to typing that I will put myself through that. Okay. Totally useless. What the fuck? Twirl thrust. What the fuck? Sorry, there's some really funny stuff that's like hidden in the files on these computers in the game. As it should be. This says, initial number 12, continual spawning, yes, colors enabled, peach, ivory, fudge, chocolate, magenta. Behaviors enabled, twirl, thrust, helicopter. Texture folder, documents and settings, admin facts, not porn, documents, serious documents, system textures. That's really funny. Note the wild card indicates back up. Okay, I can just do cd ... back. Alright, move to the log folder, cd log. Delete all file. Wait, I want to read them though. You can delete a file using that, using rm file. However, you can delete all files with rm asterisk, which is also used in CSS coding. You use the asterisk to just target everything. Okay, there's nothing in there. It's just the connection. Oh, that's right, because that's the log. That's not actually any important files. Teehee. I'm but a simple fool. I know in my bio I say I'm not good at games. This is like the one game I might be marginally good at. Well, I say the one game. There's a couple games that I'm like okay at. But otherwise I'm a very casual gamer. PC. Disconnect. Yay. Congratulations, you've completed the guided section of this tutorial. To finish it, you must locate the process ID of this tutorial and kill it. The help command will give you a complete command list at any time. Help. Okay. Here we go. PS, list currently running processes and their IDs. PID 92. Kill 92. Yay! Oh, I've been given an email. First contact. Ooh. It begins. So this is where the actual plot of the game starts, and yes, this game does have a plot, and it's so interesting. I love it. Okay. From Bit. First contact. Hi, I don't know you, and I'm sad to say that I never will. But if you're reading this, it means you might be the only person that can make things right. Right now, I'm trapped. There's no way out, and not enough time, and I need your help. But there's something you need to take care of first. The faster the better. Hacknet OS wasn't meant to be released as it is now. After a while, an automated tracker will activate itself. We can't let that happen. Connect your own node, it should be green on your netmap, and find and delete securitytracer.exe. When you're done, just reply to this email. Hurry! Alright, Hacknet nav guide. Cat file name to navigate and read file. Delete using our tab key can be used to autocomplete commands and file names. Knew it! Okay. Go here, view my files, home, stash, miscellaneous, notes, bin, aha! RM, security tracer exe. There we go. Pretty sure that's all I needed to do. There we go. First contact. Find and delete. Yep. And then I don't actually have to write a reply or anything like that. Sorry, Lana, I can't come hang out in your stream. I'm streaming right now. Which reminds me, I should probably claim that, and then go back here. Okay. Getting some tools together. Great, that should keep you safe for now, at least from your own computer. Before we start, you're going to need a few things. Port hack alone just isn't going to cut it on most modern computers you'll find, not ones with anything worth looking at anyway. You should start by checking up on a friend of mine. He goes by Viper. Awful, I know. He's honestly not the brightest crayon in the box, but he always seems to get a hold of useful code. You should have no trouble getting into his files. Finding something useful might be a bit more of a challenge. You can, for the most part, ignore the generic files, stuff that gets logged or saved by a program, IRC logs and the like. Custom named things like .exe files are what you want to look out for. Download any files using the command scp. Good luck, reply again when you're done. There we go. Hey Viper. Let's probe you. Lovely. Port hack. At this point, I'm wondering if Viper just leaves his computer open on purpose and lets people think he's an idiot. Okay, let's have a look. Log, home, work. You got those keys I asked for, you got the cache, I got it ready to be wired. I've uploaded the first half of the drop on the drop server. Once the transfer's been completed, you'll get the final keys. Cool, checking it out now. Awesome, they work. Sent, received. Who'd have thought Call of the Soldier would be so popular this year? Honest thing this year. Gamers. Target. Want a refund. JBay. Auction site. Accidentally hit the bid button instead of the watch button. Doesn't cover accidental button presses. Okay. Ripped pre-release. You fucked it up. 18 months dev time, $3 million for a game about watching mobile phone screens. It sounds like a statement on the state of the world. It's genius. The board is gonna have my ass for this. Seb. Little Sebastian, how'd it go? It was a nightmare. Okay. YouTubers. YouTubers to check out. Captain Spinifex. Rock Lee Smile, Northern Lion. I wonder if those are like actual people that exist. I'm a little curious. Notes. Finally managed to torrent that sweet new Hackster program from the server Golem told me about. This is so sick. Need something about overloading it maybe. Gotta research more. Maybe there's a program to help. We'll ask for more money. Oh, the induction test. Ha 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 ha. Email draft. Sorry, emailed you a while, but I'm really busy with school. Oof. FTP bounce.exe. It's really useful. It'll cost a lot though, and I've run out of the money you sent me last time. All this IT project software is really expensive. 2,000, oh my god. Log. Bin. Ahaha. SCP. SSH. And it's so funny because later on in the game I actually get to scrape my own version of that. Okay. And a few logs, and then we're just gonna... Nope, that's not what I want. RM. There we go. Just erase any trace of my being here because that's good practice. Ooh, entropy asset cache. Okay, well, let me go back to... Yay! And then bitwise. Probe. Okay, SSH. 22, and thankfully these ports use the same number pretty much every time, so eventually it just kind of gets to be second nature to type SSH 22. And then port hack, I have to wait for the port to actually open first. Okay, nothing on the network. File system, bin, sys, log, home, and auto log reports. Waiting for the boss to leave. Just grab his code, he's walking out the door now. Okay, interesting. Looking on my end, that idiot Bill got fired and I'm safe. I always hated Bill, he did me a favor. Yay, I win! And the SCP test. There we go. LAX services. Hub's terminal guide. Handy list of commands you'll want from the command line. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Few logs. And just, oh, interesting. Okay. There we go. Disconnect. And then I can just click on this up here. Okay. Okay. Yay! Okay. Something in return. Nice work. Here's where it's going to start getting harder. I need to ask a favor. I've been a little sloppy lately, which is what got me into this whole mess. That's why I'm writing this in the first place, I guess. Anyway, the point is also the first little bit of like text, I guess, that was on that starting screen that we missed was actually um basically a bit about Bit's computer uh, sending out that initial message because there hadn't been any activity in 7 days, which is basically like their own personal failsafe of like, oh, um, nobody's been active in 7 days. Guess they're dead. And then it starts this chain of events. And so then the rest of the game is figuring out what's going on with Bit. What if I simply prop that up there? There we go. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Okay. I need to ask a favor, but I'm a little sloppy. Anyway, the point is, there's some logs on a few computers that I'd prefer weren't there. You should remember this. If you forget everything else I tell you, don't get sloppy. Delete your logs. If you haven't been, start now. Everything you do on any modern OS is tracked and logged in the log folder. Just go in there and rm star the whole thing. Never forget to. And I've already been doing that. Thanks, good luck. Bit. Request details. Okay. Private Anderson's bedroom, or P. Anderson's bedroom. Probe system. H22, and then we'll just get my port ready. My port pack. There we go. That's something I picked up from late game the last time I played this, was setting up my next command. Can I close that? I can close that. That's handy. Yeah. And then see up here, you can kind of see I've got the little RAM thing. That's garbage RAM. Oh my god. I just realized that. Oh, that's awful. For reference, my current computer has um, something like 16 gigabytes of regular RAM and then 8 of specifically VRAM, which is just for the display. Basically, it's like video RAM. So up here, this says, I don't know if you can really see it very well. This is 761 megabytes, not even 1 gigabyte of RAM. Oh, oh, this in-game computer is a potato. I know it's like, it's not supposed to behave like a full computer, and there's only so much real estate they're working with, but that's just funny to me. Okay, scan network. Okay. File system. Home. Documents. Police report. Guys ready to stream. Tax returns. Okay, personal insurance not declared prior to incident. Need to declare valuables before they were stolen. Police can investigate, can't cover. Unlikely anything comes of that. Personal letter draft. Oh, another letter to their dad. Oh, okay, Paul. I know you don't understand the choices I've made, and I don't expect you to. What I do expect, however, is the common decency to respect those choices and to continue treating me as your child. Until you're willing to do that, I'm sorry, but I need to leave Boston. I can't bear to be in the same city knowing that my hero, my role model, is living in the same place, ignoring my existence. I've tried my hardest to be accommodating, understanding, and try to explain this transition, but I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to head out to LA with James. If you want to talk, you have my numbers. Please know that I haven't made this decision lightly. This is something that I have to do, and I really hope that in time you will learn to accept me for who I really am. I love you, Paul. Oh, good for you, Paul. Okay, nothing inclusive. Got leads. Laptop stolen at convention. Contained dossier reports. Copied the most likely one over here. I was sure I had. We'll submit with details of what we found soon. Is it this? Documents. Letter draft. What did you want me to? All files in the target computer's log folder. Okay. File system, log. Oh, this. Okay. I see. Alright. We're all live here. Okay. Okay. Disconnect there, I guess. And then come back here, in return, apply, send. Yay! Where to from here? Alright. If you see this, then you've done well, and, well, all this might actually be worth something. Is that too much to hope for? It seems like a lot to hope for. I've realized that I just don't have time to write this whole thing. There's way too much to learn, and I don't have time to do any of it. So I'm going to need to ask something more. There's a group that goes by entropy. Hey, that's what we got here, the entropy asset cache. And they'll be able to teach you. Currently accepting members, they'll be able to teach you more. When you're ready, I'll contact you again. As for getting into entropy, you'll need to bypass a proxy server, a few shells using the command shell. A few shells running on computers you've already got admin access on should be able to overload it. Good luck, and thank you. P.S. I almost forgot, if you run into trouble, I've linked the Network Education Archive server too. It's got a lot of useful info on it. We'll add that in. Proxy server info. Yay, proxy servers. Yeah. And it's a lot of reading that I'm not going to be doing. Okay. And hacking this is a terrible idea. We don't hack we don't hack the NEA. Okay. I also forgot to add the entropy test server. Okay, and then before I do that, shell. Okay, and then shell. And shell. There we go. Now I can go to the entropy test server, probe the system, overload, overload, overload. H, and oh, whoops. I forgot the numbers. 22. There we go. And then, yeah, so that's how they show the RAM being used up. Port hack. Yay. Okay. View file system. Induction test. Okay. SCP. Entropy induction test. In zero cool. Hack the planet. That text. You fools bow down to me. I get mad skills, and you know it. Assuming you know what retort means, let me start by saying you are nothing but a scrub. It probably took you all week to work out how to smash through that proxy. I bet you're probably 12, thinking you can hack the planet from your mom's 386. Good luck, kid. Move on and let the pros handle. Stormwind, need help. If you're there, chances are you know a thing or two about getting into places you don't belong. Those idiots over at Stormwind have totally ruined the balance of Shaitan 3. The latest auction house patch. I've been a super fan since the original Shaitan was released in 96, and I say we stick it to them and bring that auction house down. If you want in, leave a text file in here and I'll find you. 400 Jin, Stormwind Online, lulz.text. Admins are pretty pissed at you, Slagged Fire. Chinese contingency has been hammering the servers all night, requesting gold. Admins are lazy.tech. No one ever remembers to clean out the bin folder too. This is a test server, scrubs. It's designed for people to break in, at least tidy up. Hacker request. Oh yeah. Gold. Bit, please read. Oh no. Yikes. If you're lurking, can you please come out of the shadows and talk to you? Vapor won't get off my case saying something's wrong. She's sure something's going on. Let me know. Awkward. Just delete those logs. Okay. Yay, greetings, Paladin Plays. Let me be the first to congratulate you on locating and passing the Entropy Group entrance exam. While to an experienced hacker, it's a relatively trivial task. Oh yeah, I should probably close those. Surprisingly few actually seem to manage it. Before we will be able to allow you to officially join the group, we must further confirm your abilities. A tabloid news server has recently taken a negative stance toward Entropy, and we'd like to temporarily disable their operation. As a second test of your skill, we ask that you bring down the server's message board. If you can, leave the non-entropy related articles and the rest of the server intact. We do not wish to be needlessly destructive. This is not a request to simply wipe the server clean of articles. We just want that program brought down. Tex. I assume this is probably who left the note for Bit as well. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, cool. Hopefully this won't count as an viewer. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, just needed to check something on my phone. And take a sippy sip of Gatorade, sippy drinky. Much better. Hydrate or die straight. Okay. Slashbot News Network. Sick. Exit. Probe. Oh, I need to get some shells running. Shell. Shell. No, that's not what we want. We'll do shell. There we go. Exit. Probe. Overload, overload, overload. Almost forgot to type the numbers again. And then we'll get the port hack ready. Prematurely did that. Whoopsie daisies. That's fine. Okay, I won't need these notes for a little bit. For now, everything is pretty simple. Okay. Now I can go to exit, scan network. Okay, nothing on there. View the files, message board, listings. Okay. RM entropy. Malicious hacking. RM entropy. Okay. Suspicions. What is your data at risk? Public social network friend hole. Ugh. Latest victim of a malicious hacking group apparently bent on destroying all forms of social media. Cyber police. Um. Operation. Explaining that face-to-face security is watertight. Wow, really? Um. Okay, in that case, just in case, I will also get rid of. Is your data at risk? Just in case. Closed. Okay. Home. Bin. System. Okay. So crash the board and then host program down. Okay. Just double checking. Bring down the server's message board. If you can, leave the non-entropy related articles and the rest of the server intact. Wipe the server clean of articles. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. To not save it, rename it. Doing so will crash the board and bring the host program down. Changes to the config should be made only during scheduled outages. What if I just was I supposed to? I feel fucking stupid right now. I'm like, am I supposed to get rid of it or am I not? Okay. Temporarily disable their operation. Bring down the server's message board. Leave the non-entropy articles and the rest of the server intact. Okay. Simply wipe the server clean of articles. This is not a request to simply wipe the server clean of articles. We just want that program brought down. Okay, so then maybe leave the server intact. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then go to the log. Just kill all of that. Disconnect. Okay. Hopefully. Yay! I did it! Hooray! Okay. Welcome. Alright. Paladin plays. Congratulations! Your timely execution of your first contract has proved your abilities, and I can now gladly welcome you to Entropy. As a small welcoming gift, you'll find the user details of the admin account to an asset server attached. So that's the asset cache. Help yourself to any programs you might need and view our mantra. Once you're geared up, reply to this address, and I will arrange a true test of your abilities. Again, congratulations, Hex. Wait. Oh, that's the asset cache, and that's the asset server. Okay. Yay. Okay. You know what, I'll just leave those open for now. Login, admin, Rosebud. Hooray! Backups. Oh, I need that. SCP, FTP. Nope, FTP. Haha. See, it would seem that Viper is just dumb. Mantra found on 3 pillars which we strive to follow in all things. Justice and righteousness in all things, great and share more than you destroy, never have an excuse not to improve. Entropy will deny contracts that go against these pillars and remove agents that violate them. Swag. Okay, yep. Cool. Yeah, we'll just delete those logs. And then what's in the asset cache? Vision. Rosebud? Damn. Oh no, I'm not prepared to do firewalls right now. Hell no. Okay. Welcome. Yeah, geared up. Yay! Re-welcome. Yeah, there's the contract database. Formally invite you to begin accepting entropy contracts attached as the location of the group's secure contract database, along with login credentials necessary to access it. Feel free to accept and complete initial contracts at your leisure. I'll be in contact again to gauge your progress soon. So I wonder if I can do this then. Paladin plays Rosebud? No, damn. Login. There we go. Point clicker! There's an achievement for this. Needs some of his data from a game server deleted to regain productivity. Oh. The famous counter hack. The company hiring less well-meaning hackers to retrieve some sensitive data from a rival corporation for exploitative purposes. In the interest of dissuading companies from using the hacker community in such ways in the future, we're going to ensure their transaction doesn't go smoothly. High school contracted us with concerns about their IT department accessing private student data. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to start with Point Clicker. Greetings, civilian. I've been put in a dire predicament here, and unfortunately no one in my incompetent office of staff is capable of fixing this issue for me. This has forced my hand to resort to outside help, as distasteful as that is to me. Informants have assured me that the line is secure, so I'll be brief. I've bested the game Point Clicker and wish to prove my clear dominance over it again, yet there is not a reset button. I'll need you to enter their server and delete my save files so that I may crush it once more. My username is Menksk. That's horrendous. Feel free to bask in the glory of my current achievement before resetting. Okay. Point clicker. And there actually is achievements for, like, making good progress in this. Yes, I am just playing the clicker game now. You cannot stop me. What does autoclicker V2 do? Oh, I get extra. 1230. Oh dear. This is great. I don't know why I'm so entertained by this. 2600. Oh dear lord. Oh, at least the cost stays the same. Oh my gosh. Nice. Three. uh, Jesus. And that's 2,600 per. So if I click on it again, points per second. Yeah. So every second I'm getting equal the cost to this. 31.15. 7,000. Oh my gosh. Okay, that costs 13,000, so we're gonna upgrade this a few more times. There we go. 13,000. Okay, yeah, and then now I'm making yeah, 11,000, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yes, I'm absolutely taking this detour into clicker game. How much does this cost? Okay, that's 101,000. I'm currently making 92,000 per second, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm making 154,000 per second, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then there we go. And then yeah, I'll just get all of these like up to 30. Oh. We'll come back to this maybe. Okay, good. I don't have to start over. Okay. Um, back on track. Back on track. We're gonna get back to what we're doing. Oh, okay, cool. SSH 22, and then TP 21, and then port hack as soon as this is done. And yeah, the different ports take different amounts of time to hack, which is also interesting, but also kind of annoying. Jessica. Okay. System. That's not what I wanted to do. Scan network. Okay. Read the files. Point clicker. Save. And then I can just and point clicker save. There we go. Important readme, don't crash. New folder, data, IRC log. If you went camping and you got really drunk with your friend and you woke up the next morning with a condom stuck in your head, would you tell anybody? I don't think so. Wanna go camp? I don't know if I've seen this one before. Oh, oh boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. That killed me. I'm deceased. Again. Oh. Oh, that's fucked up. That's so fucked up. Okay, I gotta go to the logs and delete those. Now back to point clicker. Okay, so we're currently making 370-ish thousand. Okay, which is currently plenty to just kind of keep doing this. Yeah. See, now there's like a whole system. Oh my god, I'm making 1,000,000 points per second now. Jesus. How many does this one? Okay, 700 that. Yeah. 2,000,000. 3. This costs. Oh yeah. And that adds an extra 100,000 per second, it looks like. Okay. Teehee. Okay, and then upgrade 12 is 2,000,000 something. So yeah, we are. See, now we're at the point where I can just kind of start adding stuff as I please. Because I'm just making an absurd number of points per second now. And as it currently stands, I'm just like, I mean, you can see this is insane. How many digits is that? Two. I'm almost in the billions for points. There it goes. That's a billion. And that's 6,000,000. Yeah. How many points am I making per second? Okay, I'm making 46 million points per second. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're good. We can just kind of keep going. I do get an achievement for this. I'm not just doing this because there is an achievement for beating Point Clicker, I think. Or beating it or like getting some absurd number. I can't remember. What the hell is that? Why is that a math equation? What is that, like 1.36 billion? Okay. How many points am I making? Let's see. How many points am I making per second? Okay, that's 100. I'm making 100 million points per second right now. But I have 7 billion points right now though, so I think I'm okay. Because I can do this and still have my numbers be going up. Yeah, I think we're okay. 30. That is 199 million. Oh, that's really close. There we go. That's, yep, 200 million. I have so many points. This is absurd. And I'm gonna keep going with this detour. Because I really, I do really want that achievement because I'm just, okay. Um, let's see. 30, how many is that per second now? All right, we're at just about half a billion per second. There we go. That's over half a billion per second now. Jesus. So now every second is a new billion-ish. Or every 2 seconds, sorry. I accidentally clicked too many times, so now we gotta go back and make them all match. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. How many points per second is that now? Okay, 75, 754 million. Sweet. I fucked it up again. I'm not doing this on purpose, I swear to God. I'm just dumb. I promise this isn't the whole game. It's not. It's just, the rest of this. Watch, the rest of the stream is just me playing this stupid fucking clicker in the middle of this game. That'd be so entertaining. And I think we've officially crossed, yep, 1 billion points per second now. And I currently have something like 100 billion. So, teehee. I'm just gonna leave that one. I can't be bothered to go back and fix all of them now. I got fed up with my own fuck ups. This is fine. You know what? I'll just, from here on, like, yeah, yeah. Because there's 50 total and 25 is the halfway point. From 25 onward, I'll go with 50. Yeah. That's me rationalizing my own idiocy. I'm gonna switch to my trackpad for this because that's less strain on my hand. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. I can't count. This is fine. This is fine. Oh my god, I'm so close to actually even just being able to get that now. Oh my god, wait. I can just skip straight to the second to last upgrade at this point. That's so funny. And then I can just retroactively. Your enormous pile of points is now larger than Everest? Oh, wow. Hehe. I love me some points. Oh, I can get the last upgrade now. I'm gonna go back and still, like, get all the ones I want from here. Because, like, why not? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if I get annoyed. I have so many points. Is this absurd? This feels absurd. I do like that they put a fully functional clicker game in the middle of this game about hacking. That's just really funny to me. This is great. I've almost completed the clicker game in the middle of my hacking video game. What did I skip from? Okay, I skipped from like right after 30. Okay, so I basically like skipped 10 of them. Hey! I got the final upgrade. Yep, I just got an achievement. This is absurd. How many points am I getting per second now? 96 billion points per second? Oh. Oh. Well, um, I'm gonna exit point clicker. Okay, I already cleaned out the logs. Okay. I'm gonna disconnect from that. Good lord. um, I'll just reply. There we go. Contract successful. Woohoo! Current ranking is 80 out of 100. Yeah, and the entropy contract, the rankings goes up really quickly. Okay. Contract database. Log in. Client combining my own wishes from this individual's copy. Target is unlikely to mount a passive trace against you. Face space. Interesting. Okay. Back to school and famous counter hack. Yeah, sure. Why would you name your company that? PP Marketing? A marketing company. That's a choice. That's wow. I don't even do marketing professionally, and I know you shouldn't call your marketing company PP Marketing. That's embarrassing. Just resituating myself. So you're gonna see some movement for a minute. Because my toesies are frozies. My toesies are frozies. There we go. Alright. Naturally, it's sort of corporate. Okay, the company PP Marketing has recently hired a freelance hacker to break into a rival company's servers to retrieve some sensitive data, which we believe to be a mailing list. That hacker transferred the data to PP and ruined it for the actual creators. Naturally, this sort of corporate espionage is exactly the sort of business that gives hacker groups their bad reputation, and while we're not really even interested in policing this in its entirety, the blatant advertising of the job across the net makes this one a little more public, so we'd like to ensure it doesn't pay off for PP. Oh. We don't know exactly what the file is called, so you might have to do a little digging once you're in there. You're looking for a stolen mail list. It might be archived or encrypted. We want it deleted. We should also note that the company may be prepared for this eventuality and might have some security countermeasures in place. Entropy admins. Okay. I have some shells set up already, so hopefully that'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Sick. Oh, that's right. SSH 22. Okay, FTP 21. Get my port hack ready. Okay. See, the trace is what's... Okay, and then disconnect. And... Here we go. And that's how I bypass the trace stuff. Is basically I just run out and then run back in. So currently, I'm just gonna preemptively delete these logs. Okay. Workspace, induction, welcome. Ew, disgusting. Investigations. Kevin Winters. Has been requested that all emails sent from employee Kevin Winters to any external addresses be scanned for malicious information regarding internal practices of PD marketing. This request has been approved by the head of operations, James Wilson. We are specifically looking for evidence that Winters has shared trade secrets with competing firms. Uh-oh. That's not good. Aha! Okay, so we're gonna RM. Hello? What are you? Yeah. Decrypt. This is the mail list we opened. The hacker who charged through the nose, by the way. Turns out there's some sort of encryption on it. What did we even pay the guy for anyway? HR saying they'll get someone else to try and decrypt it or whatever will make it usable. But according to the first guy, it's the right size, so it's got to be the right data if we can break into it. What a disaster. Oh, really? Oh, you sure about that? Yahoo. Incident logs. Files missing. Bandwidth is off. Mail stream. Okay. Yep. And then I'm just gonna delete their logs again. Teehee. Okay. And now I can disconnect. And reply. Contract successful. Woohoo. Yeah. Like, the game itself is pretty, well, I say it's not, like, simple. The beginning of it is definitely easier, which, you know, makes sense. Scaling difficulty and whatnot. That's kind of important for game design, is making it harder as you go. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Contract successful. And yeah, see now I've jumped to 60 out of 100. Okay. Now I can go back to the contract database. Back to school. High schools contacted us with concerns about their IT department accessing private student data, likely on the request of one of their students' parents, but we can't say for sure. They don't want anything deleted, but want to discreetly find that their IT staff's private password so they can investigate themselves. Okay. Milberg IT office. Let's see. Okay. And I only need to crack one port for this, so. This is my fastest port hack. Here we go, and then port hack. Yay! Scan network. Okay. View files. Home. Staff. Yikes! If a student ever sends me an appreciative email. Oh no! I will store it here. God, I'm so alone. Notepad.exe, you're the only one that understands me. Oh, you know what? I feel it though, buddy. You know, that's. Yeah, that's okay. Announcements. Memo. Thinking about security. Upgrades. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's literally just 7 asterisks. That's really funny though, honestly. Okay. View logs. Delete those. And then back to school. Yep, break in, clear your tracks, and reply to this with a password to the server. And it's literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I had to double check because I can't count. Oh, good lord. Wow. Okay. Oh, really? Wow. I don't know if the guy's a genius or an idiot. Probably a bit of both. Damn. I mean, I only checked it myself because the verification script said it was working and I wanted to test that. Huh. This is gonna be a confusing reply to the school admins. Ugh. Good work on your end, putting it through now. Contract successful. I'm now 40 out of 100. EOS device scanning. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be important for the next thing. Ugh. I remember this being a pain in the ass. A new contract's come up that's required us to pick up some new tech. As you're online now, it'd be convenient for us if you could accept this one and test it out for us as your next job. The contract requires access to a target's phone and EOS device. We've contacted a specialist in this field and gained access to the tools we need for the job, but they're largely untested as is, so keep that in mind. You'll be forwarded the information on the tools from our contact shortly. Check this email first. Once you have access to the phone, you're looking to find the password to the owner's email account, one which we know he has synced to the device. Reply with that password and we'll take care of the rest. Okay. And then the EOS stuff, hey entropy peeps, so EOS device scanner is uploaded to your asset server and should run as a pretty standard connection target.exe because it needs to read a bunch of files in the system folder. It needs admin access on the target machine to start running. Once it's going, it should be fine. If you lose it or disconnect though. Basically, it works by checking through the backups made when a device syncs to a computer, then pretends to do a new wireless sync with the device and uses an exploit in that to open an SSH port, etc., etc. Because EOS users don't get access to the terminal on their own device, all the admin passwords are the same. Exclamation marks across their entire product range. It's Alpine. Okay, that's right, it's Alpine. No need to thank me, probably just saved you a million years or something. I'll be expecting the payment we agreed on as soon as this upload finished, yeah? Sick. Okay, user admin password Alpine. Lovely. Again, admin Alpine? No, okay. So this one, I gotta probe the system. Oh, I should, I should probably, get the, uh, um, EOS scanner first, then do this, and then SSH tab 22. Okay. So run, get admin access to computer to be specific as the EOS device. To it, okay. FTP on, and then run EOS device scanner.exe to scan for paired devices and automatically open connection ports. Connect to the real device, log in. There we go. And port hack. There we go. I'll just close that for now. Okay. Okay. EOS device scan. There we go. There's his phone. I kind of want to look at his files though. Shopping list. Muffin. Blanava. Oh my god! Oh, that's such an old video. Oh, that's. Oh, I appreciate the devs of this game. Oh my god. So this is a reference to an old video, like 10 years old. At least. I first saw it 10 years ago. This video of someone super mispronouncing food names. So it goes like Muffin, Blanaba, Mork, Searle, Magno, Mersht Perturder, and then just artichoke hearts. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Let's see. Fucking Europe. He's surfing long distance. Phone bill's gonna be nuts. Folder, yeah. Okay, so these are just like, yeah. Data, documents, Kelly. Need anything on my home? LMAO, Rafflecopter, LMAO 2.0. Bin. Okay. We're just gonna clear my logs. And we'll disconnect to that. And then log in. Admin. Alpine. There we go. View my file. Apps. What am I looking for again? I can't remember. Access to the phone, find the password to the owner's email account. That's right. Okay. US mail. Okay. JJStacks at Gmail. Yeah. Tintin7. Sick. Pork buns. Oh, that's right. There's like an actual recipe for pork buns in here. But it looks like that's just the recipe for the actual buns. The dough. Yeah, add filling if you want. Okay. Tortillas. You can also just make them with water. What the hell are you doing adding lard? Anything? Okay, no, there's nothing in there. Apps. I need Booty Season Pass. Escape Point Extreme. And system. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now I can just why did this with the password? Yep. Okay. Additional details. Tintin 7. Send. Yay. Contract successful. I'm now 19 out of 100. Wow. And Viper couldn't get into this group, which is funny to me. Because, like, this group is how I got the FTP asset, which is what he was looking for. There we go. Drink some water. Okay. Yay! Ranking 19 out of 100. Woohoo! Okay. Back to the contract database. Login. Oh wow, it's already been an hour. That's surprising. Okay. My hand is so cold! My space heater died, so I'm just, like, trying not to freeze to death. Okay. There we go. That should be okay for now. Okay, a bit of a strange request. Someone exceptionally well-funded asked for some help in investigating a coworker's tablet to see if it's being used for personal matters at work. Okay. Except, and then I think this is going to also involve the EOS thing. XC project has some need of your assistance. While strictly a quiet and internal matter, it's something I personally like investigated, as I've held suspicions on it for some time. I believe one of the prominent research leads on our science team here may be being less productive than she could be. I'd like an outside operative to investigate her tablet and see if anything's out of place or not work-related. Our servers use a centralized data storage system that mirrors files by an ID code. Oh, I can exit that. It's been just using up RAM for no reason. I'd like you to investigate the system and reply to me with the code to any file you think might be worth investigating. Files we're after should have their ID marked at the top, like this XC Project ID. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So I probably am gonna need my notes for this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we'll go ahead and tablet here. Probe system. Overload that. SSH. 22. Actually, let me do the FTP first, because that takes more time. And then once I get partway through that, I can run the SSH. Oh my god, I timed that perfectly. That was gorgeous. Ugh. That was beautiful. I'm proud of that. Oh my gosh. Login X. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Yeah. So we need 2, 1, 3, 3. Mm, 1938. 1938. 1299. 4991. Okay. And whoop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Clear traces of my existence. I was never here. Okay. And then I can go back to here. And then, yeah, I had to use the number we're looking for. Attach to subject. Investigate the system, providing the code to any file you think might be worth investigating. Okay. So that would be 2133, 1938, 1299, and 4991. There we go. 3 internal investigations. Congratulations, the client of your recent contract is success. Pleased with your work, you're now free to accept. Oh, I am now top of the list. I am now number 1. Excellent work, civilian. You didn't leave anything to chance and paid it off. Get paid off. This all looks in order. Exactly the sort of files I was hoping we'd see worked on. Hopefully the team's diligence in pursuing these projects will give us an edge in future engagements. Aggression must be punished. Oh! Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, this is the hard one. Okay, this is the really hard part. Yeah. So I might leave this here, because, basically, there's no way to get around it, really, I don't think. Well, I think maybe. I don't remember. You proved yourself very capable in a very small amount of time. I'm impressed. There's something that's been bothering me for a while that I'd like you to help with. A relatively new but apparently talented hacker by the name of Nay has been a bit over-aggressive. He claims to have recently stolen a great deal of internal data from Microsoft Inc. Entropy is actively trying to improve the view of the hacker community in the eyes of the public. Just because our methods can be illegitimate does not mean our intentions are to harm. Nay is doing a lot to damage this effort. I would like you to delete what he stole. The IP he used to access their servers is attached. The archive should be on that node somewhere. A recently acquired program has been added to the asset server to aid you in this task. Okay. Let's see. Okay, SMTP overflow. Yeah. So now I can crack 3 ports. I wonder if I might be able to, I don't know. This mission makes me so nervous because I know what happens Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe should I? Oh, actually, I'm gonna save. Um. Well, I'll add the server for the time being. I really wish I could reorganize this, but it's whatever. Ugh, I don't know what to do. Well, obviously there's no way around it. I'm gonna have to play it eventually, but um, I don't know. I mean, I've saved, but maybe maybe I'll call it for now with this game and move to another game. I don't know. Yeah. So let me switch to this screen really quick so that I can exit the game. Yeah. Ah, and then maybe I should choose another game to go with, maybe? Possibly? Perhaps? I do need to refill my water bottle, but I don't know. I mean, I can check and see what I have. Um, oh, I don't know how interesting that would be, but I have been wanting to try that. Um, Earlier today I got this game called Ultimate Sudoku Collection. Um, so maybe I'll play that. I was pretty sure I also got another one called Cracking the Cryptic, but maybe I didn't. Oh no, I added it to my library, but I didn't install it. That's what happened. But perhaps we will do a brief intermission, and um, and then I can come back and we can play some Sudoku on stream, which sounds really boring now that I say that, but I like it. I like Sudoku because I'm weird. Um, I will go here to Stream Manager. Let's see. Yeah, so fill my water bottle, and then um, I'll get Sudoku set up, and then I'll have to adjust what I'm doing, I think. Because I don't feel like playing something stressful like Risk of Rain right now. And I also didn't feel like dealing with the stress of that next Hacknet mission. I mean, I could play Stardew, but I would prefer to do like a dedicated stream for Stardew um, versus games like Hacknet and Sudoku and like Power Wash even, where I can just do a couple of them in a row for shorter amounts of time. So, I'm gonna put on my Be Right Back screen and then fill my water bottle, and then we're gonna edit the stream info. Okay. All right, there we go. I have returned. I don't think I was gone for that long. Um, I refilled my water bottle, and I got myself some cinnamon rolls because I made some earlier today. Okay, I didn't necessarily make them. They were like pre-made frozen. I just heated them. But your boy gotta eat. Okay. Sippy water. I love this water bottle. I was recently given a circle water bottle, and I was skeptical at first because I thought it was like the air up fucking scam shit. um, but it's actually like the flavored like cartridges, um, which is much better. And the one I have in right now is sweet tea flavor. So loving that. My yeehaw ass. Okay. Now let's switch over here, and then I need this to be this, please. There we go. Okay. Um, just kind of, yeah, that works. I don't care that there's a little bar above me. That's fine. Okay. Now let's play some Sudoku. Um, I've never played this before. Like I installed this app today. I've played Sudoku. I love Sudoku. Um, but this is my first foray into it. And so, kind of like with like clothing sizes, sometimes what one site considers easy, another one considers medium, another one considers hard. So I guess we'll just have to trial by fire. As soon as I finish eating this cinnamon roll. Okay, let's start here. Yes, I know how Sudoku works. Yeah. Okay. hmm So I'm a little autistic with how I go about Sudoku, in that I will literally go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, filling in what I can, and then returning the cycle. Okay. Uh, I don't think there's anything with the ones that I can do right now. Yeah. Okay. What about the two? Nothing with the twos yet either. Well, actually, nope. Huh. Interesting. Okay. But the threes. Yeah. I wonder if I can type in this. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Oh, that's gonna save me a lot of trouble. Three, three. Woohoo! Okay, let's go to the fours. Yeah, four. Mhm. Hmm. I think that's all I can do for the fours for now. Fives. Five. see. 5, 5. Okay. 6s. There's 6. Here's 6. Okay, so we got a couple where we've got like this split going on here. Let's move on to the 7s. Yeah, 7, 7, 7. Yeah. Sometimes they're really easy, other times not so much. 8. Okay, and then what about the 9s? Interesting. Alright, back to 1. 1, 1, 1. 2s. 2. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just Tumblr. Ish. There we go. Okay. Okay. Did I remember to turn my mic back on? Okay, I did. Okay. For a second. Panicked for a second there because I thought I forgot to turn it back on. My hand is cold. Okay. What can we do here? Not much, it would seem. Okay. 3s are done. 4s. There's a 4. There's a 4. There's a 4. 4s are done. 5s. Okay. Okay, we've still got this split going on with 5 and 6. Okay. 6. 6. Those are done. 7. And see, this is where I get autistic, because I know I could have just gone immediately back and done 5, but that's not how I roll. 8. I like to 8, 8, 8. Apples and bananas. That's... I just carbon dated myself, I think. 9. 9. 9. Oh. I know some people who are playing golf with friends now. 2, 2, 2, 2. Then 5 and 5. Done. Woohoo. 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Could be better, could be worse. Oh, I see. Huh. So I get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 puzzles free, and then all the rest are like $1. I see. I see. Okay. Well, you know what? This might be easier for me to play with left-hand mouse, and then use my numpad for the rest. Yeah. Okay. That's much easier. 1, 1, 1. twos. Nope, wrong button. That's a two. Okay. Let's look at the threes. Three, three, three. Four, four, five. Nope, that's five. It would seem I don't know how to count. Oop, that's not what I meant to click. There we go. Okay. We're still on fives. Five, six, 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 six. With the damage. Sorry, I got a song stuck in my head from that. Anytime I like say multiple sixes sequentially, um, I just my metalhead brain activates. Huh? Yep. Now for the eights. Interesting. Okay, this might rely on the nines then. Alright, yep. Nine. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, well, I still have twos left to do. So, yeah, here's this one. And then here's that one. Yeah. Okay, and then there's that. Six. Six. Party with the devil. Eight. Eight. And then nines. Nine. Nine. Woohoo! 3:53, just under 4 minutes. Honestly, a lot of that time is just me clicking. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad game, you know. There's another Sudoku game that I want to try at some point, called Cracking a Cryptic, which is made slash run by a YouTube channel of the same name, and their whole thing is doing like insane Sudoku puzzles. Okay. Oh, let's see. Eventually, you run out of things to yap about. I don't know, you know, as a former theater kid, I didn't think I would ever run out of things to yap about, but I feel like I'm out of things to yap about. I don't know. That might not be true, but part of me also feels like I should stay like on topic or topic adjacent, even though that's absolutely not true, and that is a self-imposed idea. Um, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Eights. Nope, that's an eight. Okay. Okay, well, it's gonna be one of these two. Never mind, it's gonna be this one, and that one, and then this. It'd be a little funny if it was like da da da, but that's not how that goes. So, hmm. So this one has to go up here. Okay. Let's look at the nines. Nine, nine. Let's see. That's got to go there. Yeah. Okay. I did one. We're back to two. Oh, would you look at that? I freed up some spaces. Okay. Let's look at the fours. Like, there's absolutely faster ways of playing this, but I'm not necessarily in it for the speed. I mean, the speed is nice, but that is not my primary goal when playing Sudoku. The primary goal is to use my big ol' think noodle. 3 minutes and 9 seconds, that's still pretty fast. But that was also a pretty easy level, all things considered. This only has 60 levels for me, oh my god. I'm not gonna get very far with this. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one more level, and then we're gonna call it there. Just because I usually try to keep my streams to around 2 hours, depending on what I've got going on. And we're kind of starting to come up on that mark. Um, so yeah, let's see what we've got here. Go, go. Three. Sixes. Okay. 9. Nope, that's a 9. I don't know how to counting. I'm very bad at it. Okay. I'm still on 9. Okay, here we go. 9, 9, 9. Back to 1. 1, 1, 2s. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 4s. This is where things start getting trickier. Possibly. Unless I get like a really nice domino effect. I got a little bit of one. So, I'll take it. 6, 6, and then 4. 4. Woohoo! 318. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So, move over to this screen. Close that. Yeah. Most of the stream consisted of Hacknet, which is a game that I still really like, and I'll probably keep playing that here on the channel. Um, I can for sure at least I can for sure get at least one, maybe two more streams out of it. I technically still haven't even finished a whole run yet. Because I'm still on the very last mission. Uh, yeah. So I'll probably play Hacknet again. I can add that to my little roster of games that I like to play. Last night I streamed Stardew Valley for a couple hours. In the future, I hope to do some streams with like The Sims, since I have some stuff with that that I have going. I'm working on putting together a legacy challenge, and then I'm actively playing one that I haven't worked on in a little while. I posted a video about that, starting that one on my YouTube channel. Shameless plug. That's the whole reason that we're here. Um, you can find the first video where I made the sim for that on my YouTube. Um, and that video is, I want to say something like 40-ish minutes long, something like that. I don't know. Um, yeah. And you can probably expect to find this VOD on there as well, in case you ever want to go back and actually watch what I'm doing or anything like that. Um, as for other games that I play, obviously Hacknet, Sims, Stardew. I might play Risk of Rain 2 on the channel at some point. We'll see. Marvel Rivals as well is also a possibility. Um, Same thing goes for like Among Us. I have a group that I sometimes play that with, or Golf with Friends. We'll see. Um, I don't know. Um, but for sure, games on my roster right now are Hacknet, Stardew. Um, I haven't tested running The Sims at the same time as my model, but this computer is much nicer than my old laptop, so it should hopefully be fine. Um, yeah, it's at least worth trying out. Um, if it starts making jet engine noises, I will know that I should not do that. And that's also my concern with games like Risk of Rain 2 or even Marvel Rivals. Because like Marvel Rivals already makes my computer make jet engine noises a little bit. So I don't know if I should do that as a stream. To be determined. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna have to work out like an actual stream schedule, which um, I will hopefully be figuring out in the next little bit. Um, and if you want to receive regular, proper updates about what my stream schedule looks like, you can also find my Discord in my little bio section. I'm also able to pop it into chat if anyone would like. Um, and that's where you'll be able to hang out with me outside of streams. It's basically a dedicated community just for me as a streamer. Um, I'll make, like weekly announcements with my stream schedule, and what I'll be playing and stuff like that. And um, yeah, and you can just hang out with me uh, when I'm not streaming. I think that's everything I was supposed to plug. Oh, um, and also if you want to receive notifications of future streams of mine, I would recommend hitting the follow button. Like if you join the Discord, you'll still be notified of future streams. But if you don't want to join the Discord, just hit the follow button and Twitch. Good lord. Twitch will send you a notification every time I go live. And that's handy. um, Now I think that's everything I was supposed to plug. Yeah. YouTube and Discord in my bio. Shoot me a follow if you would like to not look at either of those and still want to keep up with me. Um, More games to come. Uh, yeah. I hope you all hydrate and self care and have a good rest of your morning, noon, night, whatever it is for you. Um, yeah. Let's see. Is there anyone that maybe I should raid? Should I perhaps do a raid? Um, let's see. Hmm. I mean, there's only one person here, so I think it'll be fine. All right. Well, in that case, it has been lovely playing games and hanging out with y'all. And again, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and I hope to see you in future streams. And again, if you want to be there for those future streams, don't forget to shoot me a follow or join the Discord or whatever you want to do. Okay, bye.